Okay, so I'm a little late today. It's 7:50. I'm usually here maybe 7:35, 7:40 at the latest. But we're gonna get the video out there anyway, and I'm gonna get started and get ready for work. So today's video is gonna be about reality already being finished and why that matters. Like, why it's important to know that all of creation is already finished, and why it's important to know that. For somebody that's new and doesn't, really understand this information, I get it. It might not be something that is just easy to digest right off the rip. Meaning, like, just because I said so. And again, in any of my videos, you don't have to do anything just because I said so. When I suggest something to you, do it for yourself and just see if it works. It either does for you or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, I know it's because of you. That's my knowing. You'll decide what it'll be because for you. But anyway, I don't even want to focus on that. So let's just get back to the topic. Yeah, I'm going to try to multitask and do this. That's the thing. And I don't like rushing. So let me just feel for a minute, make sure I want to do the video right now, because maybe I need to just pause it. Let's see. No, I have the capacity. Let's go. Okay. So all of creation is finished, and it's really important that you know that, because as a deliberate creator, when you're intending for something, rather you think of it right now logically as big or small, it is already existing. So what I mean by that is, there is a version of you that is a millionaire. There is a version of you that is homeless. There is a version of you that has their own dream car. There's a version of you that has their dream career. There's a version of you that has their dream body. There's a version of you that is overweight. There's a version of you that's, really skinny. There's a version of you that is every type of way that you can think of, because if not, then you would not have the capability of thinking of it. You are not that smart. Like, we are, but it's because there's something smarter than you that you can even perceive an idea of yourself being any kind of way, whether you desire it to be that way or not. And for those of you that are really, really smart, that are going to say, well, I desire to fly and have wings. I know. I know. And you may not have the physical, like, know-how or knowledge, or we don't have the logic to perceive us as beings that can fly or that can grow wings. You would have had to see that repetitively to believe that. But because you don't have that belief within, you've never seen a human fly, unfortunately, in our parallel, sweetheart, we won't get wings and just fly off like that. At least not yet. I haven't seen it happen yet. Now, in another reality, another version of yourself, and we'll get into like parallel realities and stuff like that too, because I think it's important to know, and maybe I could just touch bases on it here. I want you to think of life as if there's so many different options, so many different versions of yourself, to the point where anything is possible. That's how open I want your mind to be. I want you to really, like, perceive life as any and everything being possible. Because if I just told you that all of creation is finished, and it's truly due to the fact that there are multiple realities and so many different versions of yourself already existing, you have to see it that way. Try to keep that light back there. You have to see it that way so that you can understand that when you are creating something, in the moment that you are imagining it, focusing on it through thought, meaning affirming, through scripting, maybe you're writing it down. You like to tell stories through, written form. I like writing so that I get that. Or you hear someone telling you congratulations for something that you want. If you go back to my other videos, I told you that awareness is the only thing that creates. And if everything is complete now, because awareness is a part of all of it, every version of you that is any version that you want to be for yourself, awareness is already a part of it. Awareness is already being it. Awareness is already that version of you that exists, who is rich, who has their dream car, their dream career. Your awareness is living that life right now, because that version of you is aware of that life right now. And the only way that version of you can be aware that they are rich, living their dream life, you know, dream body, whatever it is that you desire, dream career, dream lifestyle, whatever it is that you desire, there's a version of you right now that exists. And the only way that that version exists is because of awareness, because the only thing that creates is awareness. Awareness is within that being right now, living their best fucking life. That version of you has the same awareness that is in you right now, living this version of you. And all you got to do is tap in. That version knows how that version, awareness already knows how that version got to that. Awareness is fully aware of exactly how that version of you got those millions, got that dream car, got that dream career. It knows exactly what it did, because it's a part of it. It was with it every step of the way. It's God. God is not clueless to anything. It's infinite intelligence. So of course, it knows exactly how to do so. And if you mimic that version and you're aware of it more and more and more, God will have to sync you up with that version, because that's what you're focused on. And like of that version, you too will experience the same thing, the same millions, the same fortune, the same grace, the same luck, the same blessings. I'm telling y'all, all of creation is already finished. This is not something that you are trying to make. And it's very important that you understand that, because all of creation is finished, meaning it all exists right now. This is why your now is so important. This is why it's so important not to taint your now with bullshit. When you think about the path and it's something that you don't prefer in your now, you're creating it. You're doing it now. Why would you do that when all of creation is finished and there's so many other things that you could have been putting in your now? What you do now is your karma later. What are you focusing on right now? I'm focusing on getting ready for work. I've already done my focus for the morning. I done told myself some good shit this morning when I got up. I'm that girl, for real. Been that girl, still that girl, always gonna be that girl. I'm divinely protected, heavenly guided, completely safe in my world. Good things always happen to me easily and effortlessly. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. Large sums of money finds me effortlessly. My wallet is full. My bank accounts are full. I am beautiful. The older I get, the finer I get. The older I get, the wiser I get. The wiser I get, the finer I get. Just playing around, having a good time with myself. I do this every morning. It's not a one and done type of thing. I know that those versions of me exist, and I want to feel like that. Shit, my awareness feels like that with them. So I'm sure it has the intelligence to attract me in the right way, to move me in the right direction, so that I too can experience what I am saying to myself. Not only what I am saying to myself, but what I am declaring, because I already know that all of creation is finished. And I just explained it to you. So if you need to, please go back, because I was spitting back there for real about why it's easy for you to claim anything right now. It's because it's all done anyway. And if you go back and you listen, I said that awareness is the foundation of everything. Everything that exists. Everything that exists. All of this stuff that exists has awareness. This was in someone's awareness first. Somebody thought, I could put these little things in here that'll be real cute. Make it purple. They thought about that first. Then they made it. You know what it takes to think? Awareness. It's all going to go back to awareness. Every time you're going to go back to awareness. You know why? Because that's God. It's so important that you know that, because that's going to make everything else make sense. And I'm so sorry I'm digging in this bag and not really looking at y'all. But like I said, I'm trying to get ready for work and I can't find my brush. But yes, so you need to know that all of creation is finished, and it's very important for that reason, because that means that's such a good thing, because that means that you get to choose. That means that in your now, you have the power to choose whatever you want to choose, knowing that you're perfect just as you are to do it. It doesn't take a genius to choose. It doesn't take a holy and thou saint to choose. Some people think that, oh, I have to be healed first before I can become the perfect version of myself. No, you don't. You need to understand, or you need to know who you actually are for real. That's all you really need. Because if you know who you are and that you've already paid the price, you've already done the necessary work in order to claim whatever version of yourself that you want, whatever reality. Ooh, there's so much product on this thing, on this band. I'm giving this to y'all like raw, okay? I did this morning. Still got a lot of casing there. Don't worry, we gonna fix it. But yeah, it's so important that y'all know who y'all are for real. Because when you know that awareness creates this impersonal, it doesn't matter if you're happy all the time, if you're rich, if you're a goody two-shoe, or if you're an asshole. It doesn't care. Electricity doesn't care that you're a goody two-shoe. When I say impersonal, think of it like that. Electricity doesn't care that you're an asshole. Electricity doesn't care about you, you know, being a good person or not. Electricity is going to shock you regardless. Gravity doesn't care if you're a baby or a puppy. If you throw it out a window, it's gonna hit the ground. That's just what it is. So knowing that, and I'm telling you, your awareness is exactly the same, and y'all might not really think so, because it's like, oh, well, how can that be if that's God and da-da-da. You know, I need you to get out of that and really just listen to what I'm saying in every video, and just open your mind with me and just follow along with me as we really go down this path. Because I promise you, the more you engage with what I'm saying and really understand, it will click and it will make more sense. And once it does, you'll start to realize what I mean when I say awareness is impersonal. I say it because it doesn't care about the things that we think God cares about in order to give us a blessing. A lot of people think, well, I have to be this perfect or some type of person in order to get what I want. Think about the things that you want, and then think about the people that have them. There is an asshole who has more money than you. There's a jerk who has more money than you. There's somebody completely evil, malicious, nasty, just awful, who has their dream car and everything, because it's not about that. They have focuses and beliefs and intentions that they place their awareness on in a different type of way, despite being an asshole, despite being evil, despite being malicious. They don't think about money the same way that you do, or they don't think about their dream car the same way that you do. And they may not even necessarily know what I'm telling you as far as reality already being finished, because a lot of people create by default based on how they were raised, their upbringings, and just things that they've collected along the way. But this is for the people who are tired of creating by default because they don't like what they're continuing to get over and over and over. This is for the people who want to take what happens automatically and use it for their benefit and put it in gear for the sake of what they prefer instead. That's what my videos are for. All of creation is finished. This is not something that you have to create. This is not something that you have to try to figure out. I did the figuring out. I've done this for 8 years. And I thought I was having to figure it out. I got to figure it out. I got to figure it out. It's not a figuring out. It's a focus game. It's not about time either. It's a focus thing. You can focus on a simple phrase or a simple belief based on who you are naturally. Use your mechanism based on how it works already in order to really see for yourself that awareness is the thing that creates. It's nothing else. It's not in the sky. It's nobody else. It's you. My work bestie is here and she is looking at me crazy. Nobody knows I'm doing my videos yet. But I'm going to get ready to go upstairs. It's 8:06. I want to make me some coffee. And I need to still finish my hair. I'm going to post a picture. I promise y'all it's not going to look like this. It look crazy right now. But yeah. Anyway, have a good day. Happy Tuesday. Later.